You say you want love, but that's not what you're truly aching for, is it? You've had attention, you've had romance, you've had passion, but still something feels missing because what you actually crave is to be recognized, not for your beauty, not for your kindness, not for how well you carry pain in silence, but for the divinity inside you that no one ever dared to meet until now. Let me tell you something. You were never meant to be someone's fantasy. You were meant to be someone's initiation. But for most of your life, they only saw the surface, your eyes, your voice, your softness, your sensuality. They adored your flame, but feared the fireplace that held it. And so they loved you from a distance, touched your body, but never entered your temple. Because your depth doesn't ask for love, it asks for transformation. And not everyone survives that kind of intimacy. Let's speak plainly now. There's a part of you that's tired of flirting, tired of being understood just enough, tired of pretending you don't notice how shallow most connections feel. They see the way you move, but they don't feel the way you've bled for your becoming. They say you're goddess energy, but they have no idea what it cost you to become her. And in your quietest moments, you don't fantasize about weddings or soulmates. You fantasize about someone looking at you and whispering, I see it. I see all of it. Your darkness, your grief, your rage, your sacred mess. Not to fix it, not to tame it, but to witness it without flinching. Like because I'm king. Because you don't want love. You want someone to look into the storm of your soul and not turn away. Here's the truth no one tells you. You've become a mirror, a living oracle, a high priestess in disguise. And that makes people nervous because when they look into your eyes, they don't just see you. They see everything inside them that they've refused to face. So they call you intimidating, too deep, too emotional, too serious. But you were never made for entertainment. You were made for remembrance. And not everyone is ready to remember who they are. When they stand beside a woman who has remembered herself, so they pull away, they fumble, they freeze, not because you aren't worthy, but because your truer truth exposes their pretending, and that's not your fault. It's your function. But now, something is shifting. You're no longer begging to be loved. You're becoming the kind of woman who doesn't chase love. She calls it in, not with her looks, not with performance, but with the frequency of her self-trust. You are becoming the woman who walks into a room and turns kings into students because you are no longer interested in being desired. You are only available for soul recognition. And when that comes, it won't look like fairy tales. It will look like someone returning to themselves through you. And you'll know, not because it feels like butterflies, but because it feels like coming home after lifetimes of exile. So if you're listening to this right now and you feel that lump in your throat, that ache in your chest, that pull you can't explain, it's not pain. It's prophecy remembering itself. You were never asking for too much. You were simply surrounded by those who couldn't meet you there. But you're not broken. You're blooming. And what's meant for you will recognize your divinity before your beauty. It will fall to its knees, not for your body, but for the altar inside it. So stop shrinking. You're not here to be loved by many. You're here to be understood by few and worshipped by one. You don't need more lovers. You need a witness, and they are on their way. But first, you must see you.